Storm Ekin is on its way, because today's episode, the ending of the episode, I'm still feeling it now. Like my heart was up my chest. We need to dive in and actually have a conversation about what took place today, because I actually thought these two were good like that. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually starting to be like, okay, maybe, you know. But after today's episode, boy, anyway. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are here with another Love Island review. If you guys are new to the channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell on, so every time I upload a video, you guys are notified. Without further ado, we're going to get straight into the review. Scott is saying that there are no barriers. Why are you lying for? Why are you lying for? Scott. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try ease off from him a little bit today, because he didn't do too much. He didn't do too much in today's episode, so I can't give all that energy for him. I can't, like, Curtis. I don't know, that energy. I don't know how I feel, you know. We'll get into it when we get into it, but let's start off with Scott. You do still have barriers up, and it's okay, but it's like, don't waste the girl's time if you know that you're gonna be up in and down and constantly all over the place. It's not fair on Tina, okay? If you need to get your shit together, you either need to do it on your own time, get therapy, or have a couple of days in the villa. I know you don't have time in the villa, but it's like, I don't know, do something where it's not going to involve Tina and where you're wasting someone's time. It's not fair. It's actually not fair. And then Scott reiterated in the bedroom that boys chat is boys chat. Boys chat is boys chat until someone's feelings are involved. I'll be so real. I'll be so real. I'm the type of person, you could be my friend, right? But if I feel like you're mistreating someone, I'm going to help out the person you're mistreating. Point blank, period. I'm that type of person, innit? Like, I don't like to see people get mistreated. It's one thing if you're being honest and that person's still hurt, then okay, cool, that wasn't your intention. But it's like, at least, you know, you were honest, you were truthful, and however they take that, unfortunately, that's, you know, they got to sort that out themselves. That's when I will say, okay, cool, you done what you had to do. But like, it's when you start saying things behind the girl's back, like you're not really feeling it, or you're not really into her, but then to her face you're not telling her and you're just playing her along. She's coming along for the ride when you have all these feelings. At that point it's like, okay, nah, it's not fair on her, so I'm gonna make her aware, friend or not. I'm a person, I believe in treat people how you want to be treated type of thing, isn't it? So it's like, let's not pull people along for the ride. If you're feeling the type of way, or if that conversation starts coming up, you need to be direct. You need to be honest and direct with that person. You need to tell them, listen, I can't lie. This is what it is, X, Y, and Z. I just want to let this know at the forefront that I am seeing someone, or whatever it is. And you call it and you keep it a buck like that. Otherwise, yeah, this boys chat, this bro code kind of thing, yeah, I know a lot of people have it. I have it too, but don't mistreat the person within the process. It's not nice. It's not nice. You know, it's not. I have morals in it, so it's like you're not gonna tell me, oh yeah, Terry, because you're my boy, I'm gonna go cheat on someone, and I'm what? No, that's just an example, by the way. Casey thinks that Scott is overthinking more than ever, and the pressure is even higher. I don't know how this is gonna end. I'll be so real. Scott could do a complete 180 and surprise us all and get his shit together and do all that good stuff. I want that to happen. I can't lie. I want it to happen. I want these people. You see, when I grill people in my reviews, yeah, I want them to prove me wrong. It's not like to say I'm rooting for them to keep doing bad. I want them to do me wrong, but I keep it a buck in my reviews. You know, I don't sugarcoat shit. A lot of people out there might sugarcoat or be like, oh, just in case if the person sees this, I don't want F all that. If you're acting a certain type of way on TV, I'm going to talk about it. That's what I'm here to do. And I'm going to give it raw as it needs to be, as it needs to be. What are we doing all dancing around it? So it's like, let me get back to it now. Scott probably feels in his head that, oh my God, like they saved Tina for me. So now it's just bam, 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 Tina. Nah, you don't. No one's telling you to do that. No one's actually telling you to do that. It's actually not by force. If you're genuinely not feeling something with someone, let them know. That's all we're saying. Let them know. You tell the person direct. You pull them for a chat before you tell anyone else. That's how it should be. There shouldn't be this, oh, boys. No. If you're feeling a certain type of way, you pull the individual aside for a chat privately on a one-to-one and let them know, listen, I still want to get to know you, but I just don't know where my head's at the moment. I'm confused. And, okay, it's going to be a conversation because obviously the other person's going to want to know, okay, so what's made you feel this way, X, Y, and Z? But so long as you're honest with your feelings, people are still going to respect you for it. People lose respect when you're not honest. I said here, Scott, stop talking about pressure. You're actually taking on what other people are saying too much, because he must have said in his confessional, if people just stop putting pressure on him, that shouldn't faze you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. One thing I've been taught in life is don't give a F what other people are thinking or have to say about you. I've been taught that. I've read about it so many ways that I've been told, block out the outside noise. You're getting to know Tina. It's you and Tina. Yeah, your pals in there will give you advice, or they may... Cool. Some of the advice is good. Some of it is put it in the bin. But it's like, stop actually taking on what people are saying. Because you're saying if people stop putting pressure... No one's putting pressure. No one's actually putting pressure on you. People are just saying, okay, like, this should be like a kick up the backside for you to know what you want. No one's actually putting pressure on you. Like, you're acting as if people are saying, okay, Scott, so have you done anything with Tina yet? Okay, Scott, you're acting as if people are coming up to you daily asking you the what ifs, the if buts, like asking you all these questions. I mean, we only see an hour a day out of the 24 hours. If people are actually doing that, then that's weird, but I doubt it. But I'm just saying, it's like, no one's actually doing that. So I all this pressure you're talking about, I don't know what kind of pressure you're feeling. As Ekin was talking, Curtis got a text. So Ekin must have been saying something like, oh, every time I tried to speak, and then she got a text. So basically she got interrupted. And then Curtis and Elma have been chosen to have a sleepover in the hideaway with the new Bombshells. I already knew when I heard Curtis's name, that was going to cause a bit of a uproar. They're closed off. Closed off. And this is why when they and I said it in that review, whatever, I can't remember what episode that was, but that's why I said it. I said when they said that they were closed off, I said it's a bit early to be saying that. Because me personally, I hear closed off. I mean, I'm thinking, that's, you're not going to get to know nobody else. I'm not getting to know nobody else. We're now locked in with each other. And it progresses from there. Closed off then gets to... Yeah, closed off is basically exclusive. And then it gets to a relationship. And then so on and so forth. But that's why when I said... Because for a bomb... How you have to do it is... Okay, yeah, Danielle done what she had to do. She done what she had to do, right? But for a bombshell to even have an inkling feeling that there's a chance, you're not closed off. Yeah, you're not closed off. I don't care what anybody says. You are not unless you said, I'm only here for you. It's me and you. If you was to leave today, I'm coming with you type of... You see when Uma left for Will? That type of energy. That's what we need. That type of energy. Speaking of... Uma and Will, they're still together. I am surprised. I'll be real. I am surprised. So I have to slightly eat my words. I am surprised. You know, I thought Will was just kind of, you know, using her for, you know, but congratulations to them. Like, for real. Like, I'm happy when people prove me wrong, honestly. Curtis actually looked scared. When he was going to the hideaway, he looked like he generally had worry on his face. I mean, ekin-su is a person you don't really want to get into that kind of heated kind of debate with, because, yeah, we all know ekin-su, innit? Sammy and Danielle make their way to the hideaway. I put here, I'm glad a girl has come in to make Ekin sweat a bit, though. Because the way that she's been going up to the other girls, doing that producer work and stuff like that. And what else did I put here? She's been a bit too comfortable. Ekin, it's now your turn for the heat to spice up a bit. Everybody else has had their fair share, and you're there going to give pep talk to everybody. It's your turn now. I put down, I'm like, okay, seeing ekin-su, and this is going to cause drama too. So, like I said, I'm all sat here for this. It's going to cause problem. It's ekin-su we're talking about. It's ekin-su. So, we'll just have to wait. As we didn't even get a preview for tomorrow's episode, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Curtis admits to Daniel that he's in a strong couple with Ekin. Sammy and Elma, like I said, if you guys watch Towie, you'll understand that they've known each other from before this show. I had a little bit of a deep thought yesterday before I went to bed, right? Call it conspiracy theory, okay? Them two know each other from Towie. The Towie season really ended... When did it... Okay, so they did the Christmas special, so it was actually last month. So that's when the season officially had ended, right? I feel like it's a whole storyline from since they're on Towie together. I don't even think it's just a thing where the producers know they have history. I believe it's a whole storyline. That's what I believe. Whether Elma knew that Sammy was coming in, that's a whole different kind of conversation. But for Sammy to come in for Elma and for him to just be... It's too coincidental. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's fact. That's like a conspiracy theory. But that's just my opinion on that kind of situation. Like I said, I'm happy for Elma. I'm happy that someone has actually coming for her. But it's like they know each other from a different show. How do I know that all doesn't connect to this? Maybe I'm looking way too deep into this, but sometimes looking way too deep into situations it doesn't make you look as crazy as you think you are. Ekin-su didn't feel like Curtis reassured her. I do not understand where she is coming from in regards like he didn't reassure her. So I wrote this at the time, but then as she was explaining it to the girls, it makes sense. Like Curtis didn't give that, you have nothing to worry about. I'm just going in there to like literally because I have to. But when I come out, it's all about you, basically. Like, he didn't give her that kind of reassurance. It was just like, I'm confused. But you're meant to be closed off. So those are the type of things you should be saying when you're closed off with someone. And let's not, Curtis said something later on, but I'm going to say it now. Let's not say that, oh, when I say closed off, it means a one woman. What do you think? What do you actually think closed off is? So when you tell someone you're closed off, that means, yeah, you're not getting to know other people, bro. That's the definition of closed off. Is it worth Curtis getting off the stage? Actually, I might have to do it later on in the episode. Just hold tight. He might have to leave the stage. Not right now. He can still perform for a little bit. Ekin-su says that she is falling for Curtis, and this is dangerous territory. It's dangerous because she's now falling for you. She's started to fall. She's either started or like halfway there. And now a bombshell's coming. Someone's going to get hurt. Someone's feelings are going to get hurt bad. Luca is backing Curtis by saying he isn't going to betray her trust. And then I put here, I forgot they were closed off. I even forgot that they were actually closed off, you know. Until it was mentioned in the episode. I completely forgot. So when I heard that, I was like, oh shoot, they are closed off. So this is what I'm saying. We have to be careful with our choice of words. You could just be like, even saying, oh, you're just focused on one woman, it is like, yeah, it's still more or less the same thing. It's like, you made your bed, Curtis. Now you have to do whatever consequences come with that. But yeah, I think Curtis will have to leave my stage today because I'm not too impressed. I'm not too impressed because you did say closed off, you did. So again, how you're behaving is a bit questionable. They were playing rock, paper, scissors to see who gets the bigger bed. Like, can't one of you just say, okay, you know what, let's just sleep upstairs. You get to sleep on a bed at the end of the day. Like, it's really not that serious to be playing rock, paper, scissors. Ekin said, shall she wear one of Scott's t-shirts instead of Curtis? Now, I found that funny. Not Curtis saying Scott, and she said it with chest as well. Like, she was like, Scott. And then she was like, what do you mean, Scott? The girls had to say, you mean Curtis? And I was like, oh. That was just like a, oh, moment. This is the happiest I've seen Elma. And like I said, she knows Sammy. So it's like, it's not just someone for her. It's also someone that she knows as well. So it's like, she's got that comfort now. I feel like the producers, on a whole though, they blessed her with that because she's been going through so much, man. Like Elma's actually been going through it in that villa. So it's like for her to see Sammy is like a breath of fresh air for her. Curtis is saying he is closed off because he's getting to know one girl. Like I said, I'm not sure ekin-su will see it that way. Because the word closed off is like, you're closed off, you're not seeing no one else. And yeah, even what you're saying about you're getting to know, that's closed off. Because at the end of the day, if you're open, you're talking to different people, different women, that's like, you saying closed off means no one else. Because ekin-su hasn't, well, to be honest, there's there's men bombshells that's coming and she hasn't got to know them. In her defense, she has, like, I understand the situation at hand was out of your control, Curtis, but what you decide to do after that is now on you. So, yeah. Daniel said you weren't like that last night when Curtis didn't go to sit next to her. Elma's just thinking about the age. Okay, let's talk about this age thing because I'm a little bit funny when it comes to age as well, right? I'm not gonna talk about women to men and men to women. I'm not in that category. Would I date someone? I don't know how old Elma is. I don't know how old she is. Would I date someone that's, how old am I? 26. Would I date someone that's 32? You know what? It really does depend. It really does depend. It depends, man. I feel like it really depends. Because when I think about it, you could date someone who is the same age as you or younger. Like, well, younger meaning like 2 years or a year younger. But they could be so childish. And so like, no, sorry, not childish. I'm thinking, no. I'm meant to be saying it the opposite or other way around. They could be so grown. Like their mentality is like they're on their ish. You could date someone that's 32 and they still don't know what they're doing. Nothing wrong with that. But in terms of like dating, like they don't know what they want. They still want to play the field. They still want to have fun. You're 32. Where, like, what's happening? Type of vibe. So it's like, age is really, I don't want to say it's just a number because then I don't want people to take what I'm saying and run wild with it because I don't mean it in that way at all. Obviously, within certain circumstances, age is just a number. So like if you're like 2 years below someone or 3 years above someone, depending on the age, it's not that serious. That's where I'm like, age is just a number because of the mentality. Obviously, you're not going to be 26 dating a 16-year-old. That's just foul if you're doing that and you're disgusting and you need to be checked in somewhere because if that's how you're behaving, then I don't know what's wrong with you. But yeah, the age thing for me, I really don't know. Like, I could date someone that's 32 and we could just gel really well. Because 32 from 26 is not that much of a difference. It's not that much of a difference. You know, so it's, yeah, I just had to use myself as an example. But yeah, age, it really does depend. Like if we're talking 9-10 years, it's like, okay, whoa, like a whole decade. Let's just pause the brakes and let's evaluate the situation type of thing, you know? I've lost where I was. I've lost where I was. I've lost where oh my god, it scrolled right up. Okay, I found, guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, Curtis is saying Daniel is very comfortable to be around. Elma saw Curtis touching Daniel's hand. I already knew it was going to get back to ekin-su. Nothing stays hidden in that villa. And Curtis, why are you all touching, feely, touchy, feely? You're closed off. I'm going to keep saying it. You're closed off. You shouldn't be doing that. It shouldn't even be a thing where you're entertaining her. You're closed off. You said it, not me. Daniel says that Curtis was very respectful. I mean, touching your hand and playing around with your ring, that's what I saw. I wouldn't really respectful. It was a little bit too close for you know, a little bit too. Like I said, you're closed off. So would we could get what's the word? My brain is frozen today, you know. Political. Shall we get political? I don't even know if that's the correct word, but it's one of the words that's in my head, so I'm gonna say it. Shall we get political? Guys, I keep losing where I am. This review is going to be all over the place today because I keep losing where I am and it's irritating me. Moving on to the next point. I've completely... Oh my goodness. Ah, that's embarrassing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. I found where I was again. Daniel says that Curtis was very respectful. And like I said, touching someone's hand in that way when you're closed off is not respectful. Daniel was worried about dealing with the wrath of ekin-su. I would be too. You don't want to come into that. You don't want to come in dealing with her. Ekin-su don't play games. That's the thing. And I think people expect her to be this kind of person that's timid, shy. She don't actually play about. That's one thing about her that I could say. Like, she actually stands her ground. Sammy and Tina have a conversation. She's open to getting to know Sammy. Sammy was also like, why is everyone so fixated on age in the villa? I mean, it depends on the age. If you're like 9 years younger than someone, yeah. Okay, we need to pause because that's quite a jump. That's quite a gap. I feel like anything more than 5 years is a bit of a jump. That's just, again, my opinion. It's not, do whatever you want to do. I ain't judging around here. I see people in their 40s dating people in their 20s. I see people, if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. But I'm talking about me as an individual. I don't think it's something I could do. I just don't, innit? Like, because of how I've been raised and how I've learned for relationships and stuff like that to be, you don't date someone that's too much older or that much younger than you. It's like, try and find someone within your age bracket. That's, again, my opinion. And I don't judge anybody that does that. Like I said, I've seen people that do it and I'm like, I'm happy for them because it's like you found love or you found someone that makes you happy. You do you. I'm not here to say anything about that, but it's my own personal... I need to reiterate that because you might get one or two people in the comments that might just try and be funny and be like, oh, but it's okay. Da, da, da. I'm not saying it's not okay. Within reason, of course, but, you know. Curtis and ekin-su have a talk. Curtis, now this is where you have to exit the stage. To the left, everything you own and your back's to the left, get off because you know why you're a liar. ekin-su asked you about the touching of the hands and you told her no blatantly to her face. Red flag. I'm not giving no excuses. From time you can lie like that, you're saying one thing about, you don't know, relationship needs trust, but you lied. Guys, and I know I'm not the only one that witnessed this. He said no. He could have said, oh yeah, I was just feeling the ring. You didn't even mention anything about the ring. You blatantly said no. Curtis, I'm not happy about that. Ekin basically crashed out and she walked away because she's overthinking, she's feeling insecure, and I actually don't blame her. I don't blame her. Some of you might think ekin-su's overreacting, but me personally, you've just gone in the hideaway and slept with another woman. I want that reassurance to be like, okay, no, don't worry, you have nothing to worry about. Me as an individual though, I'm just giving an example. Me as an individual, I believe in my own source, so it's like, okay, cool. And I'm the type of person, if I think it's because of the way I think, that's why these type of things don't affect me. Or, well, I would hope, like, in the future, if I, oh my God, fall in love with someone, that them type of situations don't affect me. But, listen, if you crack on with someone else and they happen to take you from me, you was never meant for me. Bro, do your thing. Have him. You could do your thing, type of thing. Like, that's just the way I think, but everyone's different, right? Even if I feel myself falling for someone and that was to happen, I'll be upset. Of course, I'm human. I'll be upset, but I would have to charge it, man, because it's like, if you were that easy to go, you were never mine to begin with. And everything was just fake about you. Everything you told me, everything you were saying was just all lies. That just shows the type of person you are. I feel sorry for the next person you deal with or date. That's just it. All I know is it won't be me on the other end of the stick again. Curtis pulls Elmer. Curtis is saying he can't be in a relationship where there is no trust. I mean, that makes sense, but then again, there's no trust. There is no trust because you lied. You've actually lied. So like, there's no trust on your end. If anything, ekin-su shouldn't trust you because you lied. You did touch her hand. It's like small. Let's not downplay like things like that. It's like small, minute situations like that. If someone asks you for the truth, tell them the truth, bro. It's small details that people look at and be like, okay, you're actually being like truthful and honest. But the fact that you disregarded it as if, oh, that's nothing, she don't need to know about that. No, she does. Because the girl's over here panicking and stressing over you. Let's be for real, Curtis. Curtis feels like he has brought them 2 steps back as he feels it's built on trust. Again, this whole trust talk. Curtis talks to Ekin. Ekin feels like she's falling, so it's scaring her. And then closed off again, I reiterate, means you don't get to know other people. And I think Curtis either might have used the wrong choice of words, or he was too excited too early on and said closed off. That's what I believe. The boys think that Curtis has closed himself off too early. Curtis is worried about the outside world. If it's going to constantly be like that, well then you shouldn't have closed it off. That's literally all I'm saying to Curtis this episode. He shouldn't have closed it off. Why would you open your mouth to say, yeah, I agree, let's close it? You should have just said, I'm still open to getting to know new people, but we're in a very good place. That's how, and the thing is, Ekin is actually a very understanding lady. She probably would have understood it. Remember, you remember her on her season. I know you watched her season, so you understand what Ekin is capable of doing, right? The boys think, okay, I've read that already. Ron pulls Danielle. She loves going to the pubs to get drunk. Now, nothing wrong in going to the pub. I've been in a few pubs myself. Well, why do people love going out just to get drunk? I'm not saying you can't have a drink or two. And if you get a little bit tipsy, get a little... But people literally go out on a Friday night or Saturday night to go and do 5-10 shots and make them so drunk to the fact that they can't remember the night before. Do you know how scary that is? That's happened to me twice. And it happened to me because I drank a certain drink. I've never touched that drink since. I'm like, it's made me forget the night before. And I'm like, that's to me, that's scary. I don't know about other people. Some people might like that feeling. That's scary to me. I need to remember and know what happened the night before. I need to be aware of everything that's happening. I can't be blurring out. Like, let me give you a quick story. This review is going to be a bit long because I know I'm waffling, but it's like, yeah, I know I'm waffling, but anyway, one time I was at my brother's uni and there was a party. He had a party. Him and his friends were hosting a party, and I had a specific drink. I'm not going to name the drink, but I had a specific drink. And next thing you know, I was throwing up. And then I woke up the next morning, couldn't find my phone. I opened like where I was staying, the room I was staying in. I opened the door to find my phone. Someone had left my phone. That one thing about those people, they're so nice. It's not London. Someone would have jacked your phone, but over there they knew it was my phone, and they just left it outside because obviously everyone was sleeping. They just left it outside the bedroom, and I woke up and I was like, oh, my phone, and that was it. But like I said, ever since from then, I'm like, nah, I'm not drinking that drink again, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm just rambling, but I told you this is in my reviews. Expect it. Like, sometimes I'll just kind of drift off a bit, but then I'll bring myself back. Danielle pulls Curtis. Curtis tells her he has taken 2 steps back and he feels like he's retracted slightly. Ekin-su starts to cry and Curtis is saying it was wrong to close things off. I actually have no words, to be honest. It's not nice for Ekin-su to be going through that, I'll be real. Me personally, if you really like someone, you would want to reassure them that they have nothing to worry about. You wouldn't want to put them in a situation where it's difficult for them to understand where they stand with you. You would want to reassure them, you know? But Curtis is just saying, and you know what? The fact that Ekin-su is feeling how she's feeling, she needs to embrace it. And what I mean by that is, like, she's saying, why do I feel like you've betrayed my trust? It's because he was touching. It's because he's lied. Your gut, girl, I'm telling you, your gut doesn't lie. Your spirit, when something is off, it can tell it's off. Believe it. don't go against it, because it may not be obvious to you at the time, but there's something off. Believe it. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's episode. If you guys have enjoyed, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new with the notification bell on, so every time I upload, you guys are notified. And I'm on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and I know with the help of you beautiful people, we can get there by the end of the year. Quick announcement before we end this review. Love is Blind is returning to our screens February the 14th, Valentine's Day. Now, I was reviewing this show on my TikTok before, but then I kind of stopped halfway through because I was like, these episodes are quite long. Like, they're over an hour. But I wasn't really invested. I feel like for season 8, I'm going to really try and get invested, and I will bring the reviews to you guys on YouTube. Yeah, I'm really enjoying doing these reviews for you guys on YouTube, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too. I mean, even if you guys weren't enjoying it, I'll still be doing it anyway because I enjoy doing it. Like, but you guys just give me that extra little bit of motivation to come on here and put a smile on your faces. Well, I hope I am anyway. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to say to you lot. I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Have a nice evening.